plays like a coach. My enemies watching me close. They wanna see me on low, but all of my hitters, they ready on go. Send that bliss.
We're just gonna jump into year 2. We accomplished quite a bit in year 1. We went 10-3, 6-2 in the conference. We won the Armed Forces Bowl. We had a top 25 defense. Aaron was a freshman All-American. And then we had 3 players on the All-Conference USA second team. So what I wanted to do was reset the whole universe. I wanted to create this pilot with Coach Ty David being a college coach the whole time. Instead of it being he was a college assistant, then he went to high school, became a dominant high school coach. Let's just say he was at the college level the whole time, finally got a chance here with UTEP, and we're going to go and see what he can make out of this team. Back to recruiting, because there's nothing going without recruiting. So this time around, we got a 4-star receiver from Grapevine. We have a 4-star tackle from Illinois, 4-star corner from Hearst, 4-star tight end from Irvin, 4-star athlete from Arkansas, 4-star tight end from Bel Air, 4-star end from Stephenville, 4-star linebacker from Oklahoma, 4-star linebacker from Dickinson, 4-star receiver from Cali. Bro, I know I didn't just say Arkansas. Ain't no way I just said that, bro. Man, I can't even speak. But so far, we got 12 4-stars. And of course, when you win 10 games, no matter what the conference is, you're going to get more interest from bigger name recruits. And like I said before, I was always confused with UTEP. I always thought you would get, the 3rd or 4th best player on each high school team. So I think when you start winning 10 games, kind of like what you saw with the Baylor, what did I call that, series? You went from getting 2 stars and no stars and no one to 4 stars as soon as you start winning. Because in Texas, there's so many players to choose from. So now we're going to make our way up to New York. And shoot, we ended up getting, a 5-star running back, the number 1 running back in the country last year. So here we go with another 5-star running back. He's number 3 out of New York. And then New York was good to us because we had a 4-star tight end that was number 10 in the country, a 4-star running back that was number 3 in the country. So, I mean, it was actually really good to us. We went around and we ended up getting all the best players in New York because New York don't got that many players like that. And shoot, we got 2 of the best ones. Our receiver was actually pretty good. He was a 3-star. He was number 80 in the country, though. So what I want to do here is I'm really not going to redshirt anybody. I just want you to see what they're looking like all together and in comparison. So obviously Massey could get redshirted. It would make sense. I mean, he has a long way to go. And then in this situation with the running backs, I mean, what's the point of redshirting them? My boy LaQuintus L.A. Catre's playing fullback. And then receiver is stacked. In all reality, Slaughter and Sanchez should get redshirted. Look how many seniors they got. Like, I don't know. My thing is, I don't want to redshirt anybody. I don't want to slow up anybody's process, especially if all these seniors are going to move around literally next season. I don't want to redshirt people and keep them here longer than they need to be. So in terms of the depth chart, I do know that quarterback, Massey, he was like the number 14 quarterback in the country. I'm going to put him as the backup. I have seen situations where getting redshirted would benefit him and help him to become better, but I don't know. In this situation, I'm going to just put him as the backup. And then here, Johnson, the 5-star, he's going to end up being our 3rd string running back, and then Harris is going to be our 4th string running back. And then fullback, we'll just put Josh Bell over there because he was going to be the 3rd string running back. We don't want to leave him out altogether. Then at receiver, like I said, we're just going to have to put the best guys first in terms of Jones moving up, being the 4th receiver. And then the 5th receiver, we're just going to go with the young guys. Make it a little bit easier. Slaughter, again, he was a 3-star. And then Sanchez, we're going to get him in there to take that last spot. He was a 4-star out of Texas. And then tight end, I mean, the way how it is fine. What I like to do, though, when it comes to the return positions, I didn't really like how it was last year. They literally just put the two best players, which is cool. But what I like to do is I'm going to go get the freshman receivers and put them as the punt returners. There's no real method to the madness, I guess. I don't know. When you're a punt returner, if you use your hands a little bit, makes sense to put receivers back there, but there's no method to it. So let me get this second guy, Slaughter. And then when it comes to kick return, I like to put running backs back there. Same thing, I guess. You need to be able to just hit the crease, and that's what a running back does. So there's a little bit of a method to the madness, but not really, because if I end up in a situation going forward where I don't have good enough young receivers, I'm not going to just put bad receivers. I'll rather put the running backs and have the young freshmen get a chance to be like freshman All-American and those kinds of things. It's an easy way to get them on the field, especially if they're good. So as we look at this schedule, I'm going to change this TCU game. And I don't even know what I'm looking for, to be honest. I really don't know who it is I'm looking for. It might be New Mexico. Keep it to where we play our rivals. And we were 6-2 in conference. We only lost one out of conference game. That was Texas A&M. That was a pay to lose game. And now here we are, no pay to lose game, so we should have a way better overall record. And then, I don't know, I think with continuity, we should be able to run through the conference. So this should be a big year for us. There shouldn't be any reason we don't win the conference title. So brace yourself, because we might have a couple games to play. Because remember, anytime I get into my second year, I don't just play games. Like, I do mostly play the first game because I want to show you how the new recruits look. But in this scenario, I might not do that because I know that we're going to be playing for the conference championship. Like last year, we lost 2 games, bro, that I don't really remember the score or anything like that, but I know now, having the same exact team back, we had a little bit of shuffling on the offensive line, but for the most part, we should have our guys back, so we should only be stronger this year. So I'm anxious to see what the record is and how it kind of shapes up for us. There's a lot of stuff that when I'm recording, I'm like, man, I should have cut this. I should have cut this part right here, man. Could we just sit in here a minute or two yapping, waiting for this thing to advance? Like, I definitely could have cut this. I mean, when I get to college football 25, I probably will. That's the thing, is I want to keep these NCAA teams the same as the original, but probably when I get to 25, I ain't gonna be showing all this, bro. This shit takes too long. I don't even enjoy it no more, because it's like, okay, we a B plus. I mean, most wins we had last year was more than what we had every year before I got here. Blah blah blah. Like, you already know that. But we're going to simulate to the halfway point. Like, these games right here, we should go undefeated. I mean, you're seeing them. All those games right there, we should go undefeated. So we're 5-0 in the top 25. And we're going against Colorado State. Obviously, I already did my behind-the-scenes recruiting. I'm about to sim that. I mean, I don't see them as a threat. I'm going to get straight to the conference championship, which I believe we should be playing for. And we end up 11-1. Number 8 in the country. We're going up against ECU for the conference championship. And I don't know who the hell we lost to. I guess it might show us at some point our schedule and how things have gone. But I don't know. I actually didn't anticipate us losing. But, I mean, one game, like, come on. This is a program that the only thing I changed was what? I brought in 2 young running backs that are like 3rd and 4th string. I brought in a quarterback who's ass. He's like a 59 overall backup. Bought in a tight end that's like 3rd string. So I really didn't change much. I do think I changed the makeup of the team in the sense that now we got a bunch of 3 stars as well. But change? I don't know what I really changed from the team that I already inherited, to be honest. I'm trying to put down These dang headphones, I don't really need them. I know when I first started recording, I would always have them on, trying to hear the playback. There go Harris. They got him in a raggedy ass number 45. God dang. It's cool though, because this might be Ruffin McNeil if I'm not mistaken. And we're literally going against him with his own playbook. So for him, yeah, they got the number 2 pass offense. We got the number 9 rush offense though. And we got 3rd in rushing touchdowns. This isn't a country. So we took their explosive air raid passing concepts, but we're running the shit out the ball. And that's how it's always been, if you remember how we would always split. Kind of like the playbook. We've always run the ball. And you saw when we finally started flinging it with West Virginia how we won the championship. So that's the one thing. Even with Penn State, we tried to fling it a little bit. I don't know. We just couldn't beat the big teams. It's like, you're never going to be able to escape that. My bad. I just dropped my dang phone. You ain't never going to be able to escape that if you're Penn State, bro. You got to be able to beat Ohio State and Michigan. Shoot, even Wisconsin, like, they're not going to always have a down year. So, I don't know. They're just in a real tough conference. And then for us, we get the ball first, so we get to impose our will a little bit on ECU. Let's see our young boys. Our 2 young running backs back there returning kicks. I think that's perfect. Developmental-wise, that's perfect for them, bro. They know they're going to be in the game. They're going to get an opportunity. I mean, at least twice a game. Because, I mean, well, in all reality, you're only supposed to get a kickoff once if your defense is good. But you know what I mean. You know they'll get on the field for that. And then, obviously, being a 3rd and 4th string running back, when we run the ball 15 times a drive, they'll get in. Like right here, it's Aaron, and then it's Harris. Or, yeah, no, that's Johnson. Because Harris was wearing like 45, right? I be tripping sometimes. I see stuff that literally just happened a second ago, and I still don't know what happened. 22 has to be the better of the 2, the 5-star. Has to be Johnson. And that's cool with me. Like, if we get 4 yards of carry, I'm good. Like, I really don't need explosives. And I don't know, maybe Nate got hurt. I'm not sure. He probably ain't hurt, though. I probably just switched it up. Trying to get the young guy involved. Like right here with the screen, try to get him the ball. Just get the first down, bro. You asked for that, bro. Either get the edge or drop your freaking shoulder, drop your head, and do the Trent Richardson and get the freaking first down, bro. Because we going for it on our own freaking, what is that, 27, 28? Oh, shit. Jordan broke. And that's why we're 11-1, though. Because you sitting here and first 3 plays, ran the ball. Now we put our best receiver one-on-one man coverage. Is over with. He's better than your best corner. It's sick, bro. The way how I got this offense set up is sick. Jamel just chilling there. Easy ass play. Sick, bro. There's not much you could do. Especially if you get to break that tackle. Now you got a bunch of D linemen trying to chase him down. It's not going to happen. So, like I said earlier, episode 1, he's not a 4-3 receiver, but shit, he could get their job done. And then here, obviously, just get this point after. Get off the field. Is this our kicker that we had got? Yeah, he was like, I think he was like the number 11 kicker. If not, he was top 10, number 10 actually. But yeah, there go our kicker, our young boy. I think he was a 3-star. And so we start the game off being dominant, like I said we would. We're the number 8 team in the country. I mean, oh damn, we give up a score right away. We score again twice. I mean, how it should be though. We're in the first quarter though. We're in the first quarter. Yo, why didn't we? I was about to say, why didn't we finish that? We ended up finishing it though. Intercepted by Tron. I'm sure that's what it said. It said Roberson with a touchdown. So these dumbasses threw a pick 6. And then now here we are at halftime, 35-7. I mean, shit, it ain't much for me to do. That's what I like to see right there, 42-7. In case y'all was wondering, like, if I was cheating, like, why we're 11-1. I I mean, ain't shit I gotta do. It's 42-14. I'm about to just jump back in because I would hate to get into a whole game and only play one possession. So let's get into it. Now we got the backup in there. It looked like the young dude Massey's playing quarterback. Yep, we got all the backups. So Nate is injured because if Johnson's still in there as a backup, that means Nate was injured. It wasn't a switch. Because he's technically the third, and if he's playing as the second in the game before this, Nate was injured. Either way, we got the young guys in the game. This is the future of the team right here. Even at receiver, you can see right there that slot receiver, Sanchez, and then on the outside we got Slaughter. And then look, what you gonna do with us, bro? I do feel like, Harris and Johnson might be built the same. Let me look it up because I did just take a video a second ago of them. And I tell you right now, their height and weight and all that kind of stuff. Because I feel like they're built the same, but they might be playing a different kind of game. Like Johnson, I feel like is more the speed guy. He's 6 foot 198. And he was actually a balanced recruit. And then we got Harris, who is 6 foot 190, so they're basically the same. And he's also a balanced running back, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I feel like, I don't know, maybe 45 just makes Johnson look, Harris, yo, god damn, keep freaking getting them confused. 45 make, in my opinion, Harris look bulky as shit, but I think they're basically the same running back. Square, wide open, to trail. He's still in there. And I think it's because they put Leslie first, and then they put DP second. So then Trail's the third, and then that's why he's still out there with the backups, which is cool. I mean, at the end of the day, yards is yards, opportunity is opportunity. I mean, I would rather be third because then I'll be in there with the ones as the third, and then I'd be in there with the twos as the one. So I mean, shit, I don't mind it. But here, we gotta see if we can get the ball to these young boys, man. Massey at quarterback, that's one of the weird things too. When you play quarterback, I mean, you're a young boy. Oh my. Harris is like a downhill running back, even though he weighs less. I noticed that. He's the, all right, straight ahead, let me get 5-10 yards. I mean, kind of typical for a New York running back. But then you got Johnson. He's the one from Philadelphia. Well, I don't know where Lower Burrell is. I was about to say Philadelphia. I really meant Pennsylvania. But where is Lower Burrell? Let's see. Let's see in relation. Lower Burrell. And let's see how Sanchez, you gotta catch that, bro. This is your chance to shine, bro. Up by what, 28? This is your chance to shine, bro. Let's see how far. So Lower Burrell is like 30 minutes from Pittsburgh. And then it is, damn, it's like 4 hours from Philly. So yeah, he more from like the Pittsburgh area. Good catch, Slaughter. Let's go. Slaughter is the one, if I'm not mistaken, from New York. And he's actually the 3-star, but good catch. I mean, that's the point of me bringing guys from New York, like a 3-star from New York at receiver. I mean, I think they could hang in the Conference USA easily. So who's going to finish this off? We're going to get it to Johnson for the touchdown. The 5-star. Makes sense. Could have been Massey. I mean, it is what it is. That might be his first touchdown. Because remember, he is not a starter. And if to this point he would have got these same type of garbage minutes, so I don't know. The way he held that ball, shit, you would have thought it was. He held on to that ball. Hey, I'm going to keep this one. But like I said, in case you were wondering how the season's been, this is probably what the scores have been like. We're better than the rest of Conference USA. I really want to know who the hell we lost that one game to. I'm really, really curious. So that's gonna be the end of the game. I have no other reason to play. I mean, we beat the shit out of them. Beat them by 35 points. Good old fashioned running clock. And our boy Showers gets to leave Texas A&M and Johnny Manziel behind, come to El Paso, win the Conference USA title, annihilate our opponents, embarrass them. Because that's another thing is, you get a transfer from Texas A&M, shoot, it changes the whole trajectory, especially as a quarterback for any school. I've been seeing a lot of schools nowadays go into the transfer portal and they get like a guy from Holy Cross. Like, all right, bro, the fuck are you doing? Like, the backup at A&M is better than the starter for 4 years at Holy Cross, but that's UNLV for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain little schools have to do stuff like that, and I just find it as a joke because back in the day, you see right here, was able to get a guy from A&M, and it changed, like, in real life when they went to the bowl game. It changed their whole team. So, I don't know, man. I think some of these guys with the recruiting stuff, they're lazy. Either they're lazy, bro, or they want to be able to say, well, we found the next Cam Ward. Like how he went from Incarnate Word to Washington State. Like, I feel like that's what they want to do. They want to make themselves seem smart. Like, even when you look at a lot of college coaches' bio, they just always like to... It's their resume, but I don't know, bro. They love to say stupid shit. Like, even as an assistant coach, they'll put on there like, yeah, I was the assistant running backs coach when Aaron Jones was there, so I put him on my resume. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, bro? You wasn't even a running back coach. Like, what are you talking about? But that ain't my problem. It's just how I kind of look at college sometimes, where it's like a measuring contest. It's like well, I'm better than you because I got this one recruit. And it's kind of true in the sense of, if in college your resume is who you coached. But like I said, people be cheating, bro. Like, they be like, oh yeah, I was the assistant running back coach when this guy had 1,000 yards. So I was the one that was taking his classes for him and, you know, getting his lunch, and I was walking his dog, so I deserve to be, you know, a head coach sometime or a coordinator because I walk somebody's dog. Like, shut the bitch ass up, bro. I swear, bro. And like, even going back to the original point, like, they rather get someone from a random ass school and kind of like, oh, even I think when I look at it now, they rather someone that played like the 4 years, even if they played Division II. They rather that player over like the backup, like I said, at Tennessee, that we all know if they're going against a scout team or if they're anywhere getting any type of reps, they're better. Like, it's not even close. The talent they go against every day is better than some Holy Cross star. But hey, man, ain't my problem. Ain't my problem at all. Where I'm at right now, we not getting nobody from Holy Cross. So all we're getting right now is going to be high school players that we have to build up. So it ain't my problem. I just hate that people try to skip the work and then they try to take credit for shit that got nothing to do with them, bro. So we won that. Let's get to the bowl game. It looked like we might be playing in the Orange Bowl, is where they have us projected. And so we're probably going to play the toughest opponent that we've ever had to play. I mean, shoot, UTEP don't play nobody. I don't care what nobody say. They don't play nobody. Not even in the slightest are they ever really tested. And when you say, yeah, well, you know, when I was there, they went to Ole Miss, they went to Wisconsin. Yeah, but those are our pay-for-play games. That shit, it don't count. I knew some dudes that was scoring in them games, playing in them games. I think Zay might have scored in there. And that's somebody y'all don't even know exists. That was like our, what was he, third string running back before Aaron. And to me, I thought Zay was nice, but, well, shit, y'all wouldn't know that. I thought that boy was cold because it was him and Autry that had came in at the same time. And so Aaron came the year after with Kugler. I'm talking about when they went to Wisconsin, when they went to Ole Miss. So Showers obviously turning this whole team around, was second for the Heisman. And we're going to get up against Maryland. I won Coach of the Year, by the way. Because even though I won 10 games last year, Maryland has a better team. No one is expecting us to be number 6 in the country. So I don't think we finished in the top 25 last year. We're at 79 overall. Our offense is ridiculous. They're an 88. I mean, and you know that when you saw how recruited our best players came on the offensive side. And then I just think, like I've said before, like with West Virginia, they were going to win 10 games without me, but they weren't going to win a national title without me. So that's exactly what you're seeing right here is the team is good enough. I don't know, like, how, like, when you guys play with UTEP, they're so ass right away. I guess because you don't care. I guess because it's not your university. So we're 11th on offense right now and 6th on defense. So if you want to say we're 8-1 in Conference USA and that's why we're so dominant, that's nationally though. Like that's not Conference USA, and you could say that because of the competition, we're beating the shit out of people, but we about to see. It's about to get tested right here against Maryland. I mean, shit, they're the number 7 team, so it's not no easy matchup, and we're here in Miami, so shit, all eyes is on us. It's time for us to show what we could do, and we've been running the ball, bro. Like I said, we're gonna run the ball. We're gonna have the concepts of the air raid when we try to take shots. Go downfield is air raid concept, but we're gonna run the ball, and we're gonna run option, by the way. So it's a big game for us right here. I don't really care for Maryland. Shit. The only time I really ever heard about them is, for example, when they had, like, I think it was Darius Hayward Bay. I'm pretty sure that's where he came from. I need to look that up. And then they had that one tight end. Damn, what's his name? He's actually good. Let's see. Hayward Bay. Where the hell he come from? He came from Maryland. Who's that tight end, though? I can see his face right now, bro. Maryland tight end that went to, it just was there on the screen, bro, to 49ers. And y'all about to be like, oh, yeah, such and such. What is his name, bro? Vernon Davis. Other than that, I don't give a shit about no Maryland, bro. Tua Tagovailoa's brother, Coach Mike Locksley. Man, I don't give a damn about them boys. Nobody care about no damn Maryland. We played them a lot, though. Remember, we played them with, I think, mostly all the last couple series we did, actually. Because I remember them against Virginia. It was like the turtle race. I know we played them with West Virginia. Either way, nice little return. Not really. Not really. Hey, bro, this is the second straight day. I don't know what it is was going on with my mouth, man. And pause. I need to get something to drink or something, bro. Yesterday it was because I had drank the ginger ale. I thought, ooh, nice move by Aaron. I feel like Aaron got to go off this game, man. He got to 16-yard run to start it off. But I don't know. Now I feel like that same thing like I've been smoking Newports. Like, yo, my mouth feels like disgusting, bro. Like I just wake up and tastes like I've been smoking Newports my whole life. Shit crazy, bro. But yeah, Aaron starts it off for us. I mean, Dion ain't really do nothing right there. And one thing I wanted to get into, I wish I could have been able to use, and it probably would have been in revamp, but yo, them throwback jerseys, you know what's crazy, bro? Right before I had left, I don't know what I was doing, but I was in the locker room or in the football offices, bro, and I had seen the old school helmet on display. They had never worn it, though. That's the crazy part. I don't know if it's because when Sean Kugler came in, he kind of switched up the train of thought, but they had never worn the old school uniforms where it was Texas Western on there, and it was like the cream orange, bro, with the blue helmet with the, yo, I got a snap or I got a Instagram or one of those, bro, where I was just walking through and I was like, boy, this shit crazy. Why we don't never get to wear this? And lo and behold, next year they start wearing it, bro. Because I think that Texas Western light orange with the white is so clean, bro. Wish I could have used it here. But obviously, that's probably something you only see on revamp. And like I said, the helmet. The clean cream orange with the little blue, like with the little blue minor on there. Shit hard, bro. This shit right here with just the UTEP sign, I mean, I get it. It's the generic kind of school logo and stuff like that. But there's a lot you could do decal wise and uniform wise that I feel like they kind of miss on for real. Because who else is a minor in college football? I know there's excuse me, I'm about to burp. um, excuse me. I know there's the Aggies. I know there's like a 15 million teams that call themselves the Aggies, even like through Division 2 and 3. But yeah, like no one calls themselves the Miners. Like, and it's literally the same thing. Literally. Um, I don't know. I just feel like they kind of underrepresent what they could do uniform wise, logo wise. Like, there's so much more they could do. But hey, I ain't in charge of that right now. Maybe one day, right? That's the dream. But right now, ain't my business. Right now, what my business is trying to score a touchdown right here. Let's go, Slaughter. I didn't even realize he was out there. Why the hell is he out there? Isn't he like the fourth or fifth string? Out there with the ones, making plays? Good shit, bro. And that's the crazy thing is I think Showers actually was close to winning the Heisman. He didn't really get blown out. I mean, that's just a crazy thought. To have a UTEP player even in that running coming second. And that's the thing that you're going to have to learn too with college football. They don't give the Heisman to small conference players. Like everybody was up in arms about Genty, but they don't do that. They don't never do that. They always give it to whoever's in the Power 5, Power 4 now. But they don't do that, bro. It don't matter what your numbers is. You're not about to win the Heisman from those small conference. Like, I don't understand what people don't understand. They've been giving out that award for how many years? Since like the 30s, slaughtered with touchdown. Let's go, my boy Slaughter Gang. Let's go. Boy got the Blake. Bro, that's the second time. Yo, I need to hold on to this freaking phone. Well, it's on the charger. That's why I just keep slipping down. Shit ain't even charging though, because the last time when it just fell was 80%. Now it's 84%. But yeah, I was about to say he got a country boy name with Blake, right? He got a country singer name, first name, and then he got Slaughter as his last name. So he running with that boy 21 Savage. So we got my boy Slaughter Gang with the receiving touchdown. And we got the lead, but I already know this ain't about to be no cakewalk. This ain't about to be as sweet as you think it is. So let's get into it. Let's see what happens now that we start to simulate. We here playing in the Orange Bowl. Do they share the Orange Bowl or is it literally just for... Because I feel like nowadays Hard Rock Stadium is where they play. And I'm so confused. Like, let me Google this, bro. Where was the Orange Bowl played? Because I thought it was its own stadium that they only used. So, based on the history, it says that the Orange Bowl was played on Miami Field from in the 30s, and then it was played in the Orange Bowl up until 99. And by the way, I gotta get in here, man. I gotta try to score because we're down by 7. But I'm trying to see where it was played, bro. Discover Orange Bowl. Sponsored by Capital One. Like, I'm trying to see, is it its own stadium? And then it moved to Hard Rock Stadium in 2014. Let's go. Slaughter doing his thing, bro. And he got reckless abandon. That boy tried to score. He ducked in there, tried to score that. Hey, man, like I said, that's what happens when you get a New York receiver out of state trying to do something, trying to change his life trajectory. That boy, you could tell he hungry, bro. But we probably going to get this little Russian touchdown right here. Johnson gets in there. So, that's his second that we've had so far, right? Going back to the Orange Bowl, they play at Hard Rock Stadium. So now, that's the stadium that they share with the Dolphins. So I'm trying to figure out. I think Orange Bowl was a stadium though. Like Orange Bowl Stadium, bro. I swear that's what it was called. The Orange Bowl is an American annual blah 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 bowl game. The Orange Bowl, blah blah blah. And they demolished it in 2008. So right here, this is Hard Rock then. Like whatever they call Hard Rock right here, this gotta be it. I'm just randomly thinking out loud, looking at the stadium. I'm like, it's gotta be. I don't know, man. Miami Dolphins to me has always been an aesthetically pleading. Yo, I be sounding like a mushmouth fool. Aesthetically pleasing team logo uniform to look at. I think that teal. Well, that's not teal, is it? What color is that? Emerald. The color of the Dolphins is like a. I should Google that shit because it ain't teal. Teal's that old school 90s color. So what color is the Dolphins logo? Right now it's aqua. That shit's so hard though, like with the orange, that is so hard. Like if I could ever be a part of a team that wore aqua, cause we talking about jerseys and logos and stuff, right? Bro, that would go so hard. Aqua. I don't know who else wears aqua though. The Marlins was wearing something like that. That's what I was about to say. Like all the Miami teams, bro. It's kind of clean how they all wear orange and they wear like that kind of green. I don't know if everybody's ever noticed that. They do. All their teams. Nobody else does that. Like no other professional city does that. Look at it. New York, the Rangers and the Giants is the same. But other than that, what's the same? Liberty not the same as the Jets, Mets, Yankees. They all different colors. Miami the only one where, I mean, well, they got the Heat, punk ass Heat. Mess it up, but I mean, you can't make the Heat any other color. Literally, even if you wanted to, you couldn't. But yeah, that's kind of unique. No other city does that. Well, Pittsburgh has the Pirates and the Steelers same color. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Houston, I'm about to say the Rangers, but then it's like, no, there's Dallas. And that's what I'm saying too. Like, I guess you could go by city. Not really state, obviously. Go by city. Because if you start doing the states, then you have like different, obviously the Spurs, and then they had the girl team that they made into the Aces, but I mean, I don't know. Back to the game though. So we up right now, and I'm trying to get this go-ahead score, and I'm really trying to bleed the clock as well, so we could put this game out of reach. Slaughter again, bro. Slaughter out here doing his thing, bro. Having a career night. I mean, Showers, 270 ain't nothing crazy, but when you think about football, man, that's a lot of yards. Like, we always look at it like, yeah, if it's not 400, it ain't nothing. But 270 is low-key a lot. Especially in a close game where you're only up by 3, where you really can't make no goddamn mistakes. So, Aaron right there. I don't think... Have we scored with Aaron, bro, this whole series so far? We need to score. I don't remember if we have or not, but we need to. I think we did. He scored the first touchdown for us in our first game against UNM. But right here, we need to get some, man. And we need to bleed the clock. I don't know why the hell this shit stopped. I think they might have called their third timeout, if I'm not mistaken. And why the hell's Massey in the game? What happened to our boy? Yo, what happened to Showers? What the hell's Massey doing in the game? Hey, there go Jerome Daniels. Big boy. Who the hell? Man, I swear. We need to score this right here. Maxey Loki need to score it too, because he hasn't scored yet for the series. He might as well. He already out there. Just throw a little oh shit. Oh, bet. Johnson in there. That's what, his third so far? Well, not in this game, but just in general. Good shit though. That's what happens when you're the number one running back in the country. You gotta be able to catch a little screen. Big ass lineman. That boy number 71 should be playing left tackle. Man, why he on defense, bro? I had seen a video earlier where it was Colorado, and they had like a relay thing going. D-line versus offensive line. Them niggas is too big, bro. They having fun. Them boys' ass was sweaty, everything, bro. It just reminded me of how football used to be, kind of like a disgusting, gross kind of in the trenches, like game. Like basketball is a bunch of pretty niggas wearing Gucci and shooting threes and shit. But then football is just niggas smelling crazy, looking crazy, and we get the dub. We end up getting the dub. So we on some bullshit defensively. We let them score, which gave them the opportunity probably to try for the onside kick, and then we probably just ran it out. That's that type of shit, though. It's a little kid I seen at the gym the other day, bro, and that's literally what he was practicing. That on the run, just fucking throwing it up. And it's crazy because this is, engine and mechanics of what, 2013? And you're able to do that on the run as a quarterback. And it's good. I mean, obviously, that was a great play, touchdown, right? But Dion only had 53 yards, but he had 2 all-purpose touchdowns, and we win the Orange Bowl. I just think it's crazy where now kids are training to do that, which is good because if you get in that situation, you want to be able to flip your hips and make that play. But like I was watching this little kid, that's all he was doing though. I ain't see him drop back 3-step, 5-step, not one time. Kids are training to be able to make the off schedule, off platform, whatever you call it, throws. I ain't no quarterback dude, but I watch enough ESPN and I've been in the rooms long enough. I mean, I can coach the position, but like I always say, I don't know what they call stuff because a lot of the stuff I know and I do is self-taught. So I call it what I call it on my own. I don't necessarily call it what the guys in the sport would call it. So either way, that shit's a joke to me. Like I remember growing up, like knee throws, long toss. Like I remember the original, drills that Texas Tech used to do that basically everybody copied to this point. But when you see kids coming up now, obviously they're kids having fun and stuff like that. But to me, it's crazy when they just want to throw stupid shit. Like that's weird, bro. So Aaron had 76 in a touchdown. Trail had 95. Slaughter ended up with 4 for 60. So it wasn't an overwhelming stat game, but shit, we got the job done. That's all that really matters. We held them to 28 points. And it was a battle between 7 and 6 or 6 and 7, however you want to say it. To me, it's a win. Win is a win. Statement game. People now know, we're a team that's real. Because we could have lost this damn game. We didn't have to win. 300 yards. We didn't have to win, bro, at all. Especially against a Big Ten opponent. We easily could have folded. But as a coach, I'm just really proud, excited, happy, all these emotions for my team. We ain't win no national title, but we won the conference, won our bowl game. I mean, ain't much more you could ask for, especially being at a small school. Now, if we were at Maryland and we had a 12-1 record, we probably would have been playing for the trophy. But, I mean, that's one of those things that you think about as a coach. Try to live in the moment and enjoy where you're at. But you do sometimes think, man, if I had better resources, bigger conference, with this same kind of way that I manipulated the talent and manipulated the situation, we would have been playing for a championship. So it's just something to think about. It's not the end all be all. I feel like a lot of guys, their whole sole goal in life is to try to make it to the biggest, highest level, which I get, but there's a lot of other guys that do it for the love of the game. A lot of other guys that kind of get comfortable. And I feel like even with me, I just got to find which one I want. Because I feel like you can have a happy medium, like a place like where Sanders is at with Colorado. He could easily jump ship and say, oh, these big jobs open. Let me go get a bigger budget, like a Texas A&M budget. You know what I mean? Like, there's always that question. But for me, I would love to just be comfortable. Be somewhere where they want me there and we could build something. I don't care what level, just be comfortable. A lot of people, like I said, they chase titles. A lot of these raggedy ass dudes that want to use players for clout and use Twitter and internet. Man, them niggas is corny, bro. I don't know how they be getting so far, though. I think it's because their dick suck well or something behind closed doors. Them boys, man, I don't know how they do it, bro. Because it don't just be, hey, well, you know a lot and you're good at, leading a room or leading a side of the ball. It really be dick sucking activities because it be a bunch of dudes that can't. So Alvin ended up being first team All American, which is shocking. But I did create them. So you gotta remember I made them like kind of like how they were supposed to be. Maybe as seniors more than I should have as freshmen. You know what I mean? Like I didn't put them bad. So Alvin got first team All American. And as we go through, because we didn't play defense, we didn't have to. We was beating the shit out of people. We wasn't throwing picks. Damn, we didn't get a freshman All American? Dang. Alright, so now on this first team, because remember last year we had 3 on the second, we got 3 of our linemen on the first team. That's hard. We got Devontae, that's 4. We got Puente, that's 5. We got Alvin, that's 6. I never met Cruz, 7. Wesley, 8. So we got 8 on the first team. Then we got 2. I don't know how 2 of our better players is on the second, especially our quarterback. But we got Corin, that's 3. I never met that person, so that's 4. Trey, that's 5. That might have been one of our freshmen anyway. So that's 5, that's 6. Maddox. Damn, so we ended up getting 14 total after last year. We only had 3. So, I mean, that is the perk of winning in the damn conference, too. In all reality, you win the conference, you are the best team, you should get the most players. I mean, it's kind of not rocket science, but let's get to the offseason, man. Let's see who's going where, if somebody's getting drafted, those kinds of things. The important stuff, you know, that everybody loves to see. Damn, we got some good recruits, though. Look at that, all them 70s. But remember, we had a bunch of 40s. 40s. The hell am I talking about? We had a bunch of 4 stars when we started off recruiting during the preseason. So it makes sense there's a bunch of 70s. Now you throw those 70s into the Conference USA, bro. Sick. Might not never lose a Conference USA game going forward. Because they come in as freshman 70s. Yeah, it's over with. So they're giving us a contract extension. And I am not going to sign it. Even though I went 23-4 in 2 years, 5-1 against rivals, and dominated in my opinion, I'm not signing that. I'm actually going to go to the coaching carousel for the first time ever. You got Clemson. They fired Dabo. The boys went 4-8. I don't want Clemson. You know who I do want to coach? Al Golden. Well, nigga ain't really that golden right now. I'm about to take his job, bro. Them boys went 2-10. I'm going to Miami. We was just in Miami for the Orange Bowl. We just put on a show in front of the Miami administration because I bet you they was at the game looking because they knew they had fired their coach. So for me, it's one of those things where we probably ain't even leave Miami. What we going back to El Paso for? Shit, to get our stuff? To pack our shit or get it shipped over? So I'm going with Miami, bro. I think kind of going back to the conversation I just had in terms of the resources, bigger program, they get no bigger than Miami, right? So if you think about it, they're going to move off of Al Golden, who was leading the team out of probation, steadily increasing his win total in real life. He went from 6-7 to 9, but he had 2 bowl losses. This is such a historic program, bro. At this point, they have 500 wins, 5 national titles, and at the end of the day, you just need a coach like me, bro, because look what I just manifested, manipulated, fostered, created at UTEP. So let's go look at the players leaving real quick. These ain't my players, so I'm not going to look at nothing they got going. I really don't care. They're not my guys. But let's go to UTEP, see what happened. So Trail, our boy, ended up with 500 yards and 4 touchdowns, almost 1,000 and then 11 total. He's going to the draft. Our boy DP, same thing. He had 800 yards this last year, though. 6 touchdowns, 1,100 total, 7 total. They going to the league. Then we got Wesley. And he had a really good year. He had 5 picks. So, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't get a chance Then we got Josh. Obviously, we moved him to fullback. Kind of messed up his whole career. He didn't even get no playing time. Josh is a cool kid. I ain't gonna lie. Well, was. And we ain't even kids no more. We grown ass men. But Josh was cool. I apologize. Nate, backup running back, still ended up with 1,412 touchdowns. So, I mean, and I know he had some receiving on there because I remember getting him the ball. So, he had like 403. So, he actually had some good numbers. There go Puente. There go DeAndre. So, Showers ended up going crazy, in my opinion. 5,000 yards, 48 touchdowns. And then he could have did more, I feel like, but he almost had 1,000 yards rushing. 15 touchdowns. No wonder he was in the Heisman race, bro. I didn't even realize that. Jermaine, he was my guy. So Craig Wenrick, tight end, ended up with 7 touchdowns, mostly from last season. Look at my boy Wayne. I was just hitting him up on Messenger yesterday about some shit. Jarrell. Damn, Ian shouldn't be that old, or was he a JUCO dude? I thought he was a freshman. So Jordan ended up with 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, and didn't get drafted. He could be an undrafted free agent, though. You know how this game is. They'll put those guys into like the 7th round and below if you take it to Madden. So he probably would have got, drafted or undrafted free agent. But it's crazy because we ended up with our receivers. Look at this shit. Miami went 2-10 and not one player drafted. Them niggas had to fire Al Golden, bro. Had to fire his ass. Ain't no way he ran the program into the dirt like that. And I ended up with 2 draft picks. And like I said, potentially 3 or 4 because they don't always show every single body that has the potential. That's crazy, bro. They got nobody wanting to come over. It's crazy. I should have got some of my guys, though. That kind of sucks. I've seen it before where, like, if you transfer, players will transfer. Well, if you get a new job, players will transfer. And then obviously now that's all they do. Every time somebody get a new job, they bring all their players with them. So that's what they did at Indiana. James Madison, that was James Madison playing in the playoff. That wasn't no goddamn Indiana. But let's get to recruiting real quick, see if we could save this goddamn team. And it's not going to take much. They already had like 19 guys signed, so I only have about 5 scholarships remaining. So you see my guys that I brought in right here. Crazy. Still a top 5 class. Top class in the conference. It's still Miami. And that's probably more so in reality. What I had to do was just retain. It wasn't like I got the free reign to get whoever I wanted because they already had 19 dudes signed, basically. So, shoot, we get the number 1 fullback. I don't really care for that. We get the number 13 guard. Yo, who is these people, bro? Number 31 athlete. Like, hey, bro, hold up, bro. Who is these people? I don't know how I feel about these people, man. Number 46 athlete. Good little running back. Hey, man. I don't know, man. Some of these dudes that's here. So, there go my son, by the way. That's a nice little caveat. And that's why I said everything switched in terms of now he's been a college coach the whole time. And now he gets to bring his son with him to Miami. Obviously, you saw he was from El Paso, so it wasn't like he was in Miami waiting and they was waiting for the job to open. Like, it wasn't no collusion or nothing. He just ended up coming with him. Like I said, the whole story flipped. He was coaching at the college level, finally got his chance with UTEP a couple years ago. Now he got his chance at the big stage, big show, big level, whatever you want to call it. And shoot, his kids gonna reap the benefits. Everybody else be having their kids playing and getting opportunity. Well, so we got Cleveland right here, man. 4-star athlete. We about to move him positions, see what he's best at. Look like he might be a safety. As we go through this, who else we got? That's an athlete. That's really the most important thing. Like, these guys, whatever position they are, is whatever. But athlete-wise, Anderson might be a quarterback. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not dismissing the guys we got. It's just, I was thinking for a top 5 class, this is more so about the number of guys they got. It's not necessarily about who. Because I would have thought they would have had way more 5-star, like, you know what I'm saying, generational prospects. But it's a lot of, like, quantity more than quality kind of thing. So either way, that's the class, top 5. And let's get to everybody's favorite part that's on Hard Knocks that they canceled is the cutting part. And for me, I'm letting y'all know right now, if you ask, I'm coming in and you in the way, you out of there. So I got to get rid of, let's see, how many people? 13 players, bro. So for me, it's going to be easy math. If you the most asked one, you got to go. Like, especially like looking at it, like right here, low key, he got to go. Number 85 in the country, watch out. Even my son was 33rd out of El Paso. Like, watch out. You in Florida and you 85th, watch out. If I ain't sign you, like right here, you got to go. You're not going to play anyway, so watch out. And then let's get into it a little bit more. They got some good receivers, bro. 84 sophomores, they ain't going nowhere. But some of these freshmen, yeah, watch out, bro. Watch out. Right here, you're a 4-star, so we're going to give you a chance. Right here, you're a 3-star, 133rd, watch out. We had higher rated players than that at El Paso. Watch out, bro. Because you ain't never going to play, especially with this tight end right here, watch out. Same thing right here, watch out. You're not going to play. With the reach that we have now, the resources that we have now, by the time we start getting guys for next year, you just going to get lapped. I didn't sign you. I retained you. There's a difference. Like right here, watch out. What we need a 2-star defensive tackle to do? Right here, 3-star defensive tackle, watch out. Because my plan is, now that I have the machine behind me, 3-star tackle, watch out. Like, these kinds of guys would have been great for El Paso. But, yeah, we're not in El Paso no more. Red shirt, watch out. Because that's really what I want to do, is these guys that are the lowest overall, I don't care that they just came in with me. If you're a 4-star, you safe, basically. If you're a 4-star, we could work with you. You safe right there. He's number 7 at his position. He's number 25 at his position. Number 19, like, it's certain things that'll save you, right? And then now we get to the 70 overall freshman. You're a 70 overall sophomore, watch out. It's the harsh reality, man. You're not going to be able to help us, and we're not going to need you going forward. So, watch out. And there it goes, the end to another video following Coach Ty David on the journey from coaching high school, college, and now the NFL. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.